political. Let's get political. Political. Down with the Democrats. Down with the Republicans.
What's happening, man?
Wow, I was ready for you to go, yo!
You got me fired up, man. That was, I need to bring it down a little bit. I had a nice day off. What was that? Tone it down. I thought okay, that's good. Yo! So, welcome to episode 16.
Hey, remembered!
Episode 16. Well, I upload them, so I should know. So, episode 16 of Life Chats.
Life Chats!
We need a better theme song than the crappy one that we have currently. It's just it doesn't fit. And then like you're telling me, oh, why is Simon in the
that made no
picture?
sense.
I was like, oh, that was a great picture, but then I'm like, oh, we have other ones we're gonna use. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Ah! Oh my god, I gotta fix that.
That was 1 minute and 1 second in. Just remember.
Okay, I can fast forward to that point. That's good. So. We're running out of ideas of what to talk about. I've exhausted my pool of ideas weeks ago. I came to you this week.
Did you?
And I said, Michael, you tell me what we're talking about this week.
Yes.
And what did you tell me?
Right. Sorry. I was like, wait, what did I tell you? We just talked about it. Here's a thing that I've noticed over the last couple of years. How the topic of politics can somehow drive such a wedge between friends, family members, lovers, to the point where you guys hate each other by the end of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm very, I'm very expressive.
You are. You're Italian.
Yeah. So I just, I wanted to talk about that and go. Sorry, I got a stomachache for all of a sudden, but sorry,
maybe
it's distracting
the
me.
20 cookies the way, man.
I had 10.
Anyway, so no, I think that's a real number. Yeah. So I think the issue with politics nowadays is very partisan, where even 30 years ago, before the time of Thatcher and Reagan, people from different political discourses actually respected each other, and you were basically kind of believing in the same thing, but just calling it something different. That was politics originally.
Mm-hmm.
And then with 1980s onward, it feels that politics are now more a spectator sport, where people have their stake in their team, and they don't like the other team, and it's not a logical reason. It's just purely emotional why they don't get along.
Yeah, and something that that I've seen, and this is where I think social media becomes very toxic, is, and I've had to not unfriend, but not unfollow, but
unfriend,
minimize notifications I get, because I just see all this jibber jabber and all this stuff going back and forth.
Now, I'm not talking about me specifically, but the best are the 40 to 60-year-old people on Facebook that just put their political memes on their Facebook and tag all their friends in it and say, go check this out. And you're thinking, this is not what Facebook is for. But people make it that. And no wonder why you turn those notifications on, because it's annoying.
Why can't we have good things?
I think the one thing I want to talk about with regards to why politics are separating friends and driving people away from each other.
People have gotten divorced over the last election. I've actually seen that.
That's scary.
Go ahead.
That's sad. But just to kind of going off that, I think the bigger problem is, Michael, why do you think that people cannot accept a different opinion than their own? Because I feel like most people, that's kind of what it boils down to. Would you agree?
Yeah, I've been trying to answer that question for years, man. I can't figure it out. I mean, there are very few people who, at the end of the day, will disagree with you, but will listen to what you have to say. Whereas most of the cases, just even in person, it's just, this is why you're wrong. This is why I'm right. And what happens is you have a debate. And here's what I hate about debates. I had to write it down because I wanted to sound good. I wanted to sound, professional here. The problem with this type of debating here, folks, is that people are so entrenched in their views that they had in the first place, and that kind of special. Now you see it on Facebook, and people always, and especially when people post about particular political leaders that they don't like, and then you have the same people attacking that person, or the other way around, like a political leader that they do like, and you have people all the time. It's not going to change, and this is what I don't understand. No one's opinion's going to change. Okay, you take the last election, what happened about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
wow.
2 years ago.
Time flies.
It does go by quick.
You take the last 2 years, right? And I don't see any of these people have their opinion change. But I've seen many thoughtless and stupid debates about it. I mean, debates could be good, but when it comes repetitive, over and over and over and over again, like I just gotta shake my head. And like even at like family functions, I hear as well. Like there's this like huge, like that is the topic of conversation in these like family get-togethers and stuff. It's like, hey, how have you been? How's work? How's school? How's this? No, your boy or your I'm just gonna throw a name out there, okay? And this means nothing about how I view the political party. Oh, look at what Trump did. Oh, look at what Trudeau did. You left-wing idiots, or you right-wing narcissists. And it's like I have to go sometimes and have to prepare myself for that, which I'm just like, I just want to have some fun. Mm-hmm. I just want to have a nice barbecue, have a couple of bevs. Oh my God, I'm using your lingo now. And I don't want to think about that stuff, because then it just becomes the same thing that I've seen online with people. And I know other people have had that too. And it's just like, ugh.
But I feel that people just have, and that's the thing. You're saying, why can't we all just have fun at a barbecue? Why do we need to talk about something as polarizing as politics?
Yeah.
And I feel in my opinion, the people that I've met and I've talked to, it seems the older one gets, the more inclined they are to tell you how they feel about something, whether you want to hear it or not.
Okay. Yes.
I feel as you age, you tend to dislike people more in general because you see how bad humanity is. You lose your filter a little. You lose your filter a little bit, where things you would otherwise bite your tongue before prior, because you just lived a long life. You lack patience. You kind of lose that filter. I feel like it's more the older ones. I can have a conversation with you, and I know we disagree on politics, but you and I are not going to say, well, you're wrong, and here's why I'm right. Well, I mean, you probably would. I would have passed it because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think, now, because I want to go in how one can actually fix this, but in your situation, how do you resolve these issues?
I don't talk about it. You know what? Like, I've told people, like, because then what happens is I hear, like, oh, I can't believe what this person said. I'm like, you know what? You just don't have to engage. You can be like, look, your view is, and I've actually done this. Like, look, your view is your view, my view is my view. We're not going to change. Let's move on. I've had to do that once. One time, this one person was just really getting aggravating, and I'm just like, you know what? Just shut up. Like, just shut up.
It was bad. Yeah.
Like, you try to be polite about it, and sometimes there are people, and I'm not gonna, I just kind of want to counter, like, yes, I would say maybe more middle-aged people are trying to, like, I look at like a woodpecker, like just pecking with their views and whatever. But I've had that done by people our own age, and like you say something even as a joke. Even as a joke that's not tasteless, just to kid around and mess with them. It's just like, oh my God, you are such a disease.
Like, Kevin, you're such a disease. Shout out to Home Alone. But you know what, man? It's
How
true.
do you combat like that?
Well, you know what, man?
Because I try to, I tell people, just don't talk about it. Don't post anything. And if you see something, right? If you post something, which at this point you know what's going to happen, right? If you post something, then just don't engage. You have the power here to either post something or engage in another squabble that's brainless.
Absolutely.
Right? And people just...
You have the choice.
And people still are... And then they're surprised by the outcome. I'm like, come on, have we not seen this 10 times over?
A million times, yeah. But you know what? Like, what's helped me kind of put things into perspective in my own personal life with people who talk about politics is erring on the side of... What's wrong?
Look at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Erring on the side of being somewhat nihilistic in one's approach to life, I feel is a healthy perspective to have. If you think to yourself, again, a healthy amount of, well, nothing actually really matters, you can kind of take things not as seriously, because at the end of the day you think, this is all stuff that when we all die is going to mean literally nothing. So what's helped me look passive, and what's actually helped me accept other people's opinions, accept them, learn something about them, don't just shut it down, but keeping an open mind to things that I wouldn't otherwise agree with, but not hating anyone, is this healthy dose of thinking to myself that this doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter for me to be right or wrong, because the thing about right or wrong is it's in the eye of the beholder. There is no objective right and wrong, because it depends who you ask.
Right.
Because someone who is a staunch conservative will say that social programs and welfare state and privatizing, but public anything is terrible. And that's what's killing society. This rise of ultranationalism is surrounding fearing immigration of refugees and not letting them come. That's what some of it's about.
Right.
I think, for me, it's not having to be right or wrong, and that's the point I was just trying to make. Yeah. Because if someone, like you said earlier, if you're trying to prove to me that I'm wrong and why you're right, I'm probably not going to listen to what you're going to say.
Right.
Because you're basically patronizing me. You're telling me why I'm an idiot. Yeah. Why would I listen to what you're saying?
Yeah.
If anything, you're antagonizing me. I'm not going to listen to what you're saying at all.
Right. Yeah, and just, what does that say about, what does that say about just, us as people, where, if your family, friends, best friends, whatever have you, and, this drives such a wedge that it completely destroys or tarnishes whatever relationship you have with this person. What does that say about us as people? Because, it's just
well,
ridiculous.
This is what I don't understand about trying to prove someone's wrong or that someone's right.
Yeah.
Because with the example I was talking about, refugee status, one person's going to say that's the worst thing, one person's going to say we need to do more of that. So there is no true right or wrong answer. It depends who you ask.
And also, I feel like, and a few of the things that I've seen and I've witnessed, people just take the cliff notes and they base their assumptions based on, the headlines and stuff like that, and, don't do the proper research, and you kind of have to go, sometimes I'm just
if one's gonna say they have an informed opinion on something, then they should do the research.
Yeah,
we're all busy with work. We're all busy with our own lives. Yeah. If it's not something that we care about, we're not going to waste the time because we're so busy researching something. But if it's something that if one claims that they're an expert in, then don't just read the clickbait title articles and say you know everything, because you're not even doing the proper research that you just suggested that they should do.
And I don't know why this is so hard for people to what, before before you're going into that debate that you've had 10 times over with people, stop, evaluate, and then go from there.
Put it into perspective. Does it matter? Is it going to change someone? Is it going to change the world to have this conversation again and again? Have people yell at each other? No.
But again, I like healthy debate, but it doesn't solve anything. But this is not even healthy debate a lot of the times, because what happens then?
Healthy debates are good they're good to reinforce your beliefs, and they're good to help articulate your point of view.
Yeah, and it was kind of what I was saying earlier.
And that's what you're saying. You're not trying to sway someone that you're right and you're wrong. It's how you can handle yourself when someone's questioning you, what you actually believe in. That's what that's about.
And then it's what it should be about. But what happens is it becomes so juvenile that it comes to a lot of labeling and name calling, and I'm not gonna lie, that happened to me with.
You're not about calling some people bad name.
Well, I don't. If they get nasty, then I throw it back.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
You know,
I won't
you don't
start.
wait. Yeah,
I won't start. But I'm gonna finish. You know, like
yeah, you don't mess around with that.
You know, and like sometimes like I even have to think like, and I don't do this. I mean, sometimes it's Twitter, but very rarely because I barely use it anyway. I'm like, okay, who's gonna? There's always that one person who won't like. Well, you post stuff on social media. They don't say anything, but if you hit one topic, they're gonna be on you like that.
Yeah.
So now I'm at that point where I'm like, okay, today's the day. Maybe you know what? I don't have anything to say about it today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Depends on the day. Yeah. But you know what? What are we at?
I think we're just about there.
Okay. Well, you know what? Why don't? And that was yeah. So
that was quick.
So you know what, guys? Let us know how you deal with political squabble in your families and friends. How you deal with it. How you choose to be a mature person and let it go. Let us know. Or if you're the person that always brings up politics, let us know why.
Yeah, I bet you.
And I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Like it's.
And I bet you, because I'm going to put this on Facebook because these people need to see this. I can't be hiding people's stuff forever here. But they're going to be, they're going to look at this and be like, well, that's not me. It's you. Young and old.
Absolutely.
Young and old.
Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for watching. Live chats, be sure to tune in next time for the next episode. We'll figure out what that's going to be later. But, yeah, so I'm Kevin. You're Michael.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this has been great.
It's been good, guys. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. All right, guys, take care. Wakanda Forever.
We're doing that again now? I forgot. We haven't done that. Vegas Forever. Oh, you remember.
Yeah, because you're wearing the shirt. So
thank you.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking that.
Let's get political. Let's get...